How often do you look at, once again, them slits in your dog's nose? How often do you look at that BAS? Hmm? When your dog's nose is just tight, barely can get in air. Brachiocephalic airway syndrome. That's what I've been looking up on that. Doing some studying, hard studying on that. Brachiocephalic airway syndrome. And when you look at a lot of the American bullies that they were showing, man, it might seem like I'm talking crap, but I'm not. You know, it may seem like I'm sitting here talking crap. I'm not talking crap. I'm really not talking crap, man. But a lot of the dogs had little boxed faces. You could clearly see it. And a person like me was just staring at it like, wow, I can clearly see the new dog. I can see the new dog, man. The new dog, yeah, I can see him, man. I can see the new dog, man. You know, I can see the new dog, man. Brachiocephalic airway syndrome is what a lot of these dogs may start to carry. With them little boxed faces and them little slits in their nose to where they barely can breathe. And it says right here, can lead to life-threatening airway obstruction. That little boxed face can lead to life-threatening airway obstruction. Life-threatening. When you mixing the dogs together with the bulldogs or the pug or the Boston Terrier or the Pekingese, when you mixing them dogs in there with them dogs, man, and that French bulldog, you know, you really like shortening up. They slit so bad to where vomiting or regurgitation, you know what I'm saying, could occur. Vomiting. The dog may start vomiting because he can't really breathe that good. Regurgitating what he just ate. Now just think about that, because I know you could probably possibly get a lot of money, you know, for the dogs with the BAS, the brachiocephalic airway syndrome. Those dogs that have that BAS, they worth some bread. We know this, you know, face the bully. I just came back from outside, you know. But look, man, it ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? In worst case scenario, okay, this could get bad for your dogs. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to pay attention to breeding to these little I mean, it's out there. We can clearly see it. These little dogs, once again, the Shih Tzu, the Pekingese, the Pug, French Bulldog, Boston Terrier, English Bulldog, brachiocephalic dogs. When you, I guess, you know, a lot of people say they have the blood. I have this blood. Well, it really isn't hard to acquire two different bulldog bloods, you know, and call it your own bloodline if you mix it with some Shih Tzu or, you know, run it back to a bully or some shit, you know. I mean, just playing with genetics, basically, to see what you could come up with. You know, in some litters, I used to know people, man, this one old man, He stayed in North Sacramento, out there in Real Linden. He the one that he the one that taught me about a bait dog and you know what I'm saying, dogs that he just used. And I was like, what, the bait dog would be back in the days, one of his dogs that he would let his bigger dog that he knew could fight off the chain on this other dog that possibly could fight. And if he couldn't fight, he was the bait. I knew this guy, and he would have dogs, you know what I'm saying, that he'd breed a litter of dogs and he'd take one of those dogs and he'd breed it to something else. He crossbreed it to something else just to see what he got. But the rest of his dogs, he would never do that with. He'd keep them pure. But one of them puppies, he'd take it and he'd cross it just to see what he got. This is where the new blood thing comes from. When y'all say the new blood. I already seen the new blood. I already seen people who did some shit in real life. Not on the internet. It wasn't no internet. This was people who uncles and granddaddies had junkyards back there in Real Linden, Sacramento, man. They had junkyards. You know what I'm saying? These dogs were hidden. You could never have found these dogs. They was tied on the tire rims and they was back there protecting broke down cars so people didn't steal parts off of them. And they was mean dogs. See, I just seen a German Shepherd cross to a pit bull before y'all even think about doing it. I already seen a German Shepherd cross to a pit bull. I know what it looked like. So, in worst case scenario, the tongue, this one, you can't eat and talk. Don't ever try that. This is crazy right here. I was just fucking with y'all right there. Excuse my French, man. I'm trying to watch the cuts and don't face the bullet. But sometimes, like Grandma and them would say, that's just the word that fit. And not all the time. But now back to what I was talking about brachiocephalic dogs. In the worst case scenario, the tongue/gums. Now, this is the worst case scenario. The tongue / the gums may become a bluish color, and there can be a short loss of consciousness. This dog could lose consciousness because he can't breathe. That's why you see them and their eyes be so big. Because really, they can't breathe and they probably nervous, paranoid. Whoa, that was a gunshot. People are shooting outside. They probably, just paranoid. Wouldn't you be paranoid if you just was getting choked all day? And you were starting to lose consciousness and then somebody decided they wanted to play with you while you was getting choked? Because some of y'all play with the dogs when they already can't breathe. So their tongues, you got to look out for this if you own these brachiocephalic dogs. You got to look out to see if their tongues are slightly blue or their gums are slightly blue. You got to look and see what color their tongue and gums are on a daily basis, so that you know when this tongue is slightly blue. Face the bullet. You want to make sure that this dog can breathe. If it can't, it should not be bred. That's a dog that should not be bred. You're going to breed it anyway. I'm going to have a C-section so she don't have to push and all of that. We already know. But the dogs may lose consciousness. consciousness. Because this dog cannot breathe, man. Damn, you got to be a fool to own a dog like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to own a dog to kill it? Literally, man. I mean, don't you love your dog? Don't you love your dog well enough to want to see it survive? Because that's murder right there. When you see them slits so small in their nose. Because you got the specific blood that you think I didn't know what blood it was, but I do know the blood. And you take that Shih Tzu and that Pekingese. You breed them and you cross it to the Boston Terrier. You get that puppy and you cross it to the French Bulldog. You get that puppy and you cross it to the English Bulldog. You know? And then you want to stay micro, so you get that dog and cross it back to a Chihuahua. The Chihuahua is in the breed. That's where the micro comes from. How you going to get a micro dog? You got to use a micro dog to get a micro dog. You have to use a micro dog. Come here, brother. You have to use a micro dog. A micro. She's a micro. Teacup. Chihuahua. You have to use a micro dog to get a micro dog. See? Teacup. Chihuahua. Baby, baby, baby. She's almost 5 years old. And she ain't growing no more. Teacup Chihuahua. Look at her face. Teacup. Full-blooded. Face the bully. Get over here and sit down. Okay? You have to use that micro to that brachiocephalic dog that you just bred. Oh, you thought I didn't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I could have been creating micros on you, and you would have thought that they was bully. You know? That's cheating the game, though. You know what I'm saying? Why you got to cheat the game? If you're going to put the teacup in the dog, you have that right to put that teacup in that dog. But you want to know what? At least put the teacup on the paperwork and let the homie know that you put the teacup in there. I put a black and tan teacup in there. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you ain't got to be lying to people saying you got a teacup bullies when there is no teacup bully. You got to make a teacup bully with a teacup dog. And she was super brachios. You know what? Her little bitty nose ain't brachiocephalic, right? But can you imagine that little bitty nose right there? You just put that on a bulldog. No wonder the slits is so small. See, and then that's a new blood. You know, I got that blood. You call that Teutonic or something. You know, I got that Teutonic blood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. But now, brachiocephalic dogs can suffer from a range of health and welfare issues. A range of things can come from a brachiocephalic dog. And you want to make the American bully a brachiocephalic dog to where he can't even chase a frisbee or go get a tennis ball? That's ridiculous. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to have a muzzle on that dog. You want that dog to be able to breathe. Face the bully. You want that dog to be able to breathe in case he got to grab hold of somebody to protect you. You making teacups, you must be making him to stay in the house like little Bella right here. You didn't even know she was here. You ain't never heard her on Face the Bully, and she's been there. You know what I'm saying? She ain't nothing but that big. Teacup. Tried to fool me, didn't you? You can't fool me. No, fuck that. I'll be looking for the genetics. See, sometimes when I see a dog, I strictly go genetic on your ass. I don't care about his color. Your color can sometimes really make me go genetic on you. For real. I like literally sit back and just study dogs. So when somebody try to scam me and say, well, this is a miniature teacup, I'll be like, damn, he just sat there and took a long time to tell that miniature lie. I don't know why you trying to miniature scam me off this miniature teacup. Because, bruh, if you went to UC Davis right there in Sacramento, California, and you got yourself an embark test, see, a lot of you people, that's another thing. Got these dogs and they ain't got an embark test. I got this blood, I got that blood, right? But you don't got an embark test. Nobody has the test to show if this is big M, small M, or two small M's. I think I was just talking in Japanese to you dog breeders, huh? Damn. Don't let me get to going, because I'm going. No matter what, okay? I'm going. Face the bully. I will talk about the little dogs because they are dying and they are messing up the American bully. See, this is about the American bully. When you just call yourself sneak attacking, we ain't gonna let the whole wide world know we attacking the American bully, but we really are. We taking it in, we shortening it down, and we ain't gonna put no muzzle on this motherfucker no more, and he ain't gonna have no gall cheeks. Cause the only way he gonna get them gall cheeks is if you breed to a gall dog, which is one of them damn pit bulls, and we ain't breeding to no pit bull. We don't want no razor's edge. Fuck that shit. They can keep that shit. Whoever got that shit can keep that shit. We don't want that shit. We got a new blood. Now, I like Trapzilla. He's a nice looking dog. Zach Robbins has a beautiful dog, but I just want to know what the hell made him. That's all I ask. I mean, when you can look at, hey, it was once said, a dog looks like what's behind him. Y'all remember that? It was once said, a dog looks like what's behind him. Y'all do your homework. It was once said, a dog looks like what's behind him. It was once said now. Okay? It was once said. Now, when you're looking at this dog, man, you can see what's behind him. Why you want to be stupid? Is he American bully? What? So if he's American bully, you must be saying that it's cool to have bulldog and American bully. Any bulldog that you call an American bully, you might as well put his ass on the paperwork. This is what I'm saying. Why you can't call that dog an American bully until you put the bulldog on the paperwork. So everybody can breed one. I don't want to breed no brachiocephalic dog. That's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? Suffering from a welfare issue of diseases, including breathing problems, digestive issues, eye diseases, and difficulty giving birth. Okay? Difficulty giving birth. A lot of these dogs can't give birth. Difficulty giving birth. Somebody get to talking about the dogs in the fashion that I'm talking about them in. You call it snitching? Hell no, this ain't snitching. Fix the fucking dog. It's not snitching, man. What is you talking about snitching? We trying to get to the meat, down to the bone. Okay, the dog's nose is too small. Look at my big nose. The dog's nose is too small, and he can't breathe. He can't chase a ball. He can't pop a basketball. He can't even pop a basketball. You got an American bully that can't pop a basketball. Now that right there, okay? You got an American bully that can't pop a basketball? He can't grab hold of that basketball and shake it and pop it? You calling your dog American bully? Shit. Huh? My brother got a dog over there. He throw that basketball on that ground. And that dog popped that basketball. Pop that basketball. Y'all got champion dogs. Champions. Grand champion dogs. Ain't popping no basketballs. If they are, much love for them dogs, man. Shout out to them dogs. Shout out to them dogs. Bullies don't play tug of war. They pop the whole damn ball. Remember when dogs used to beat, I don't know, y'all probably don't remember because y'all, Sacramento was a little different. But some of the homies used to have pits in the backyard and they'll put a tire on the side of him and this dog would be back there cutting. He be back there biting on that tire and cutting his gums up right there and licking the blood. Yeah, he was crazy. Man, you ain't never seen no crazy ass dogs. I done seen some crazy dogs that could never, ever, ever come looking like no bulldog. And some of them was short like bulldogs already. They were short like bulldogs already. That shit ain't new. It's not new. You could mix two pit bulls together with a bully and then go mix two pit bulls first, get that puppy and go breed it to a bully. And back then, bullies was everywhere. You want to know why? Because somebody had bred a Staffordshire to a pit bull long before you. And gave that puppy to somebody who was breeding pit bulls. There your bully came right there. Nobody in Sac was probably breeding watchdogs. I ain't never met no watchdog in Sacramento. I ain't never met no what else is that kind of dog? Band dog? Yeah, I ain't never seen no band dog around me. Some of these dogs you gotta buy and you gotta know who owned that dog. But that brachiocephalic dog, that dog that man has breathing problems, digestive issues, digestive mean he can't swallow. And he might regurgitate that and throw it back up. That's what blocking a dog's airway does. See, when you like a dog, you talk about that dog, not about his color. I don't give a shit about what color your dog is no more. See, because y'all done killed me with the colors. You done killed me with them. When the Merle came, I knew it was over. Oh, hell no, they done threw Merle in the dog. I knew it was over. So you know what? I done seen it all when it come to the colors. I done seen it all. But right now, difficulty breathing, digestive problems, eye diseases, the whole eye I have a disease. Have you ever seen one of them little dogs with a little bubble or something hanging out his eye right there? Look like Starburst at his best. Don't even know about what the dogs can get in their eyes. What them Merle dogs can get in their eyes. The little M. Some people need to do some homework. You know what I'm saying? Just do some homework. Well, you get to breed them dogs like we always do around this time. Welcome to another episode of Face the Bully, where I like to talk about dogs. And right now, for an hour straight, probably 2 hours straight, we're going to talk about the brachiocephalic dog. You just fucking with y'all. But we're going to talk about the brachiocephalic dog and it's creeping its way into the American bully. You saw the dog shows that been all around. You seen the dogs getting short. If the dog getting shorter, his muzzle got to get shorter too. If you can see that dog getting shorter, then you can see that dog muzzle getting shorter. That means he got shorter airway. That means he may have a shorter lifespan, Face the Bully. That means he may have a shorter lifespan. Face the Bully, man. Face the Bully. So you got to really act like in some shape, form, or fashion that you love your dog. And quit breeding them to a dog too small for them. I seen some people with them big old dogs in their kennels, and all of a sudden your dog 13 inches. I seen them. Go back and look at your video. Like, man, I told you, y'all ain't no different than me. Ain't none of us perfect. So one can't talk about the other. The pot can't talk about the kettle. But one thing about it is we can't sit here and lie to each other either. You know what I'm saying? You really should let us know how the dog was bred, man. Instead of making me buy your $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 puppies so I can try to recreate your blood. It ain't no blood. You got a big old dog with a bulldog head. If you just told me how you put it together, I could, we could work together. But we don't have to breed brachiocephalic dogs. They be having them elongated palates, them upper muzzles, you know. They be having the bite down there, the lower bite and the upper bite. All that comes with that bulldog. You're not creeping nothing in. And most of the dogs that come out effed up, most of you people will never see. Because there's some of them that still come out a little screwed. You know, when you playing, you know, Dr. Frankenstein, it's some of them things that's going to come out a little screwed still. Feel me? Fight the bullet. All right. We gotta stay on that topic just to keep talking about this topic, because steel sharp is steel. We need to educate each other on BAS, brachiocephalic airway syndrome. Brachiocephalic airway syndrome. We need to tap in with each other and talk about that right here on Face the Bullet.